Okay, let's go.
We are the Honey Bear Party, here to spare some
Honey.
make you some more money. Hi, I'm Miles, and I'm your president of the Honey Bear Party.
Stop.
Unlike other dirty politicians, I keep my hands clean. I'm the senator.
Just because I'm the vice president doesn't mean you shouldn't let me cook.
Deep in the 100-acre woods, there lived a tyrannical Pooh Bear who held all the money from the people. He held so much government control over the market that no one could change the type of honey being sold or how much it's worth. So, the three honey bears escaped from the tyrannical woods to Wasanlandia, with a goal to spread the views that they couldn't in the 100-acre woods. The Honey Bears Party believes that Wasanlandia should have little government involvement within economic and social policies.
Our party recognizes the importance of a free market. When it comes to having a free market on food, clothes, furniture, and more simple materials, the market will eventually regulate itself. So with minimal government regulation in the market, the people will be able to determine what products are worth their hard-earned money. Education is very important to the Honey Bear Party, and we know how expensive college is and how much debt is accumulated. So with our party, we want to be dealing with the problem from the source and lower the overall cost of colleges, with price caps on how much they can charge students or limit how much they can raise prices each year. The price cap on colleges and universities will vary across to account for historical and current differences in state funding levels, as well as the cap per college should be predictable and fair to colleges, depending on the combination of state funding and inflation. This will result in an overall decrease in the price of colleges without jeopardizing the education within the colleges. In the Honey Bear Party, we understand the importance of keeping our environment healthy and clean, as well as understand that the average person isn't the problem for climate change, but the massive corporations. According to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, around 70% of carbon dioxide emissions stem from just 100 companies worldwide. So while adding incentives towards green energy solutions towards the individuals like electric cars or solar power, we find that it will be more effective to put a cap on the amount of carbon dioxide emissions available towards each large company, depending on each company and how they operate. In the Honey Bear Party, we find that the cost of certain kinds of life-saving products like insulin or EpiPens to be unlawfully high. A pair of EpiPens now cost around $600 on average for the majority of people, while it has been reported by multiple news outlets that only cost several dollars to actually make. In 2008, EpiPen claimed to make 9% profit. In 2016, it skyrocketed to 55% profit. The company claims it's improved the technology but can't specify exactly how. We plan to put a cap on the amount of profit available to make when it comes to necessary and life-saving medication like EpiPens or insulin.
In the Honey Bear Party, we believe in the right of the Second Amendment. Due to our history of guns, it would be difficult to continue to restrict them or even flat out ban them, as well as their usefulness for protection means or protecting your family or yourself from dangerous people or animals. We do not want to see guns get regulated more or less, as we see that the quote-unquote the National Firearm Act has done a good job at restricting weapons or add-ons that are not needed for the average person. These weapons or add-ons consist of restricting the sale or possession of short-barreled shotguns, machine guns, and silencers. Although we do believe that gun laws should be state regulated, as every state differs when it comes to its crime related or guns in general. Therefore, the best people to decide what to do for the guns in the state should be handled by the state.
For far too long, people have been abusing the social welfare system and taking money from the hardworking people who are forced to pay higher taxes in their expenses, whether by refusing to look for work, abusing drugs, or choosing to have more children while on welfare. The money we put into our taxes for them are not being used towards a better and more stable life. So, with stricter enrollment policies tracking their money and supporting the people on the welfare system with programs relating to work and educating, we can help lead the people into better living conditions and opportunities.
In the United States of America, currently 20% of our tax goes towards military funding. The Honey Bear Party feels like this is a fair and healthy amount of money to be spending. Not only does a strong military defense play a large part in the country's success, but those who serve for our country should also be paid a sizable amount. We feel like the United States of America should not intervene in conflicts with countries that are not a part of NATO. As of right now, the Honey Bear Party believes the USA should be more focused and concerned on helping out their own citizens rather than the citizens of other countries.
When it comes to immigration, we solely believe that the entire process should be improved. There are 3 major categories for visas: family-based, employment-based, and diversity, although the government only allows 50,000 visas for diversity, and millions of people apply every single year. The Honey Bear Party believes that those who wish to start a new life in the United States of America should have a less stressful time throughout the process of getting a green card. We would make the process less expensive and create a more streamlined system so there would be less quote-unquote hurdles to jump. Since we would be making the immigration process simpler to get into the country, we should be more strict of those who come illegally, but not cruel. We would send them back to their home country safely.
Drugs have become an increasing problem when it comes to kids. The advertising itself is a key issue, from marketing appealing flavors like cotton candy and a gummy bear, and packaging e-liquids to look like common food items, and sponsoring in music festivals. E-cigarettes continue to target kids and teens to use their products. The Honey Bear Party plans to add e-cigarettes to the 2009 Family Smoking Prevention and Tobacco Control Act, where it gives the FDA the authority to regulate the manufacture, distribution, and marketing of tobacco products, so teens and kids won't be exposed to such addictive products at a young age.
And for our sweet voters, we will be advertising our political party with a drawing on the board telling them to vote for us, so it reaches out to the class for multiple days, as well as giving them an example of how sweet our honey is by handing out lollipops to them the day before voting happens. Thank you so much for spending your time with the Honey Bear Party today. We hope to see you vote for us in the future. Have a fantastic rest of your day.
Also, vote Miles for president of Waslandia.